All right, what's going on, everyone? Captain here, back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video. Today, we're going to be doing an account tour, account review, overview, whatever you want to call it, just showing you guys what I got going on my roster, content-wise, champions, inventory. Gonna go through all of it as much as I can. And before I get into it, I'm actually re-recording this intro. I've already recorded the whole video, and I forgot, I kind of left out a few very important things to talk about is how long I've been playing the game, and I am definitely not free to play. I know some people are probably just going to comment is, oh, you're such a whale because you spend all this money, and of course your roster is going to look like that. Well, yeah, I'm not going to deny that. I have spent way more than I care to admit. I don't even know the exact amount. I don't want to know it. But yes, I have spent money on the game, and I'm not encouraging anyone to spend money on the game. I just at times have felt like spending money to progress my account, so I have. So yes, that is not a secret. I've never tried to pose as a free-to-play player. Maybe I've gone through stretches where I'll say like, oh, I'm not going to spend for a month or something. But yeah, that's beside the fact. The other thing I forgot to mention in the original recording of this was how long I've been playing the game. So I have been playing this game coming up on 6 years. It'll be 6 years next year, I believe. So yeah, I've been playing this game for a very long time. For a mobile game, especially, to play a game for that long, I feel like it's pretty rare. There's not many games that have the fan base that continue after just a couple years, let alone 6 now. The game's been going for 7, I believe. I was a little late to the party. But yeah, I've been around since quite early on. My first video I posted on my channel was in, I think it was November of 2016. And yeah, it's been quite a long time now. I've been doing my YouTube channel, and it's been an absolute blast. I've met so many people from either Kabam, other content creators, some fans from Comic-Con, other events I've gone to. It's been awesome to meet you guys and get to know this community and be a part of it and have, you know, an impact, I guess. Maybe I've had an impact. I don't know. So yeah, it's just been an absolute life-changing experience, I guess I should say, and something I'm so happy that I have been able to be a part of for as long as I have. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the rest of the pre-recorded video. Not sure editing-wise where this is going to go from here. So yeah, have fun. Today, we're doing a video that we haven't done on the channel in a very, very long time. That is going to be a progression update, account tour, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I'm just going to show you where I'm at in the game, what I'm working with, because it's been quite a while since I've just shown you guys my progress and all that. I do some streams here and there doing end game content, so you kind of know if you've been in there, as well as though I don't always record and tell you guys about my rank ups as much anymore, just because it does, to me, doing a rank up to rank 2 isn't as worthy of a video as like taking a character to rank 3 or something like along those lines. And same thing with like taking 5 stars to rank 5. It's not exciting content anymore. So it's one of those things that's developed in time with the channel and just the game in general. You know, you got to stay current with what people want to watch, and who wants to watch a 5-star rank up video, right? Unless it's someone super hyped for whatever reason. But yeah, you guys want the gameplay and stuff, and I don't really do a lot of the gameplay. Anyways, let's go ahead and start talking about the game, where I am at. So I've got a bunch of things that I'm gonna go through. I'll show you content where I'm at, what my rank 5, what my 5 stars are looking like, my 6 stars, as well as I'm gonna bring back the old spreadsheet. If you guys remember from when I used to do these, you might remember what it looks like. It's pretty sloppy. It's nothing special, but it's kind of fun to look back at. I still have it, and to see the stuff that I kept track of back then that seemed important, and now where it is now, it's like, oh wow, that I actually tracked that and kept track of that kind of stuff. So I'll show you guys that first, but let's start in game, and then we'll go to the spreadsheet probably more toward the end, I think. So here we are, just look at the profile picture. We are at 782 total champions, over 2 million power rating there, or base hero rating. Prestige looking pretty decent at 13.1. And a full list of rank 3 champions on the profile there. Doom, Surfer really helped them carry that prestige mainly. Because my other 3 are Corvus there. He's only like 671, I believe. Cap Infinity War is max Sig, but not very high Sig. And then my 5th spot, I believe, is Ghost. Also not very high max Sig, or not very high Prestige. So then you got the stats down here. You can kind of look at that if you want. 16 Alliance War MVPs. That's kind of a bogus stat. I mean, it's just if you do more fights, you're generally going to get, an MVP. It doesn't necessarily show skill, in my opinion. So next up, I guess I'll just show you alliance-wise. Most of you probably know I am in 2 Loki. I have been for, I think it's over a year now that I've been back. Prior to when I joined 2 Loki last year, I had taken a break for about 6 months. I was a couple other places, even 2 Loki once upon a time back in the day with Joel Line and Vex and a couple other, I think Yeet and Hector in there for a little bit, I believe. And yeah, so then that was a long time ago, but now we're back into 2 Loki, and 2 Loki, we finished Platinum 1 last season in season 27, the short season, of course, but still counts, so that was pretty sweet. And Alliance Quest, we pushed Alliance Quest map 7 all 5 days, so yeah, that's that. I don't know if we're recruiting, so if you're trying to get into the Alliance, you have to talk to one of the officers. I am not an officer, so yeah, I'm not sure who handles it actually, but yeah, that's Alliance-wise where we are at. So then we'll just go right down the line. We'll go to crystals. So crystals, you can see there I have 18,843 crystals. Lots and lots of hoarding. Not quite the Brian Grant level, but I think I'm pretty good up there in terms of people that hoard crystals. But it's mainly obviously just resource management wise. There's some in here that I could open. Gold ones, I usually try to save these until there is a boosted gold event kind of thing. Free Thronebreaker crystals, I try to save those, but whenever I decide to do endgame content, I tend to have to use them. I have to open those up. So Sigstone crystals, I've got quite a bit of these. The 4-star ones, 200. The 5-star ones, I got 286. So yeah, lots and lots of those. So max Sigs, let's see, is there anything special? More gold crystals, map crystals, Alliance Quest. The big ones, that the majority of these 15,000 in this section is things like this. So the tier 4 class catalysts, just the fragment ones, I don't need to open up all of those whenever I get them. I'll just be overflowing constantly. Quest crystals, 3,000 of them. 1,500 arena boost crystals. I'm not a huge arena grinder. I never push for a featured champion or anything. I just go milestones, so I never have a need to use those. Go over to shard crystals. Nothing crazy here. I've been saving 5-star shards. Just, I don't know what I'm saving them for. I just haven't felt like opening them. That's kind of all I have there. And then in the special one, we have these ones from the current side quest going on. I'll be opening these up soon, probably. I'm kind of just waiting until the event is over and I've collected all of them rather than doing like videos along the way. I'll just do one big one, open them all up. So hopefully we can get something there. Lots and lots of solo crystals. Again, I don't really have a need for these, so I haven't been opening them. A couple login crystals as well. So there we go. There we go with the crystals. We're gonna skip champions, jump over to inventory, show you what we're working with here. Catalyst wise, the only important thing really to talk about here, of course, is T5 catalyst for rank 3 and above 6 stars. So we've got at least one of everything, and then 3 science and 3 mystic. We'll talk about who we're using those on once we get into the champions more so. But yeah, it's kind of nice to have at least one of everything. So if there's ever someone I want to take up, I can. So that is pretty cool. And obviously we're getting close to that rank 4 potential. So yeah, again, we'll talk about the science and mystic, what our plans are there. I guess also tier 6 is a thing now. So I'm almost close to forming my first one. And then tier 3 for the alphas, I've got one of those. So there's that with the catalyst. ISO's been a huge problem. Obviously not going to talk about this long, but for me, ISO's been a big problem like lately, especially with all these 6-star rank ups. We need something in game that gives us more ISO. And I've been saying it for the longest time that a 5 and a 6-star dupe should give us more ISO. There's absolutely no reason and no excuse why a 6-star dupe should give you the same amount of ISO that a 4-star dupe does. Am I the only one that thinks that? I don't think so. but it just blows my mind. We need more ISO, and I know a lot of people are like, I have ISO all the time. Well, some of you, you're opening Cavalier Crystals daily, and I don't do that. So yeah, and I have been, like, people say, oh, there's Grind Arena. I do Grind Arena, guys. I am in the arena. I just don't get a lot of ISO from it. I don't know. Anyways, going on to the items now. I guess Awakening Gems, the only real thing to talk about here. I am out of my 6-star ones. I used up the last of those in a video a couple weeks back, so you can go back on the channel and see who we used those on. I'll probably spoil it once I get to the opening, or the champions section of this. But we've got one generic 5-star. We have one cosmic 5-star, one tech 5-star, 2 science, 2 mystic, and 6 skill. Yes, 6 skill Awakening Gems. It's just that class that I tend to get for everything, and I don't really have anyone to use them on. So yeah, we're gonna have those for a very, very long time. So yeah, the only one I don't have is Mutant, and I guess that's fine. I mean, I think I did just use one on, or no, I used a generic, I think, on Namor, or did I use a Mutant one? I don't remember, but hey, 5 stars. Almost to the point where they're irrelevant, but at the same time, they are still very relevant. They can be. So, all right, here we do have ourselves the beautiful mouth of the super fabulous one. We have 2 of those. And then we have the left arm and the right arm, so that's pretty cool. Some Sig Stones, got a good amount of those. Some generic rank up gems here. Oh no, these are the 2017 ones. Don't know who I'm going to use those on. I think I've had some of those expire in my overflow from variants finished. Lots of Sig Stones here. I have a good amount of mutant ones. Haven't decided who I want to put them into. I could put it into Archangel or Apocalypse at the moment, but I don't know. I can't decide what I want to do with all those. Some other ones here and there, some rank up gems, and yeah, that's it for the items. Jumping on over now into the champions. So this is what you guys like to see. Obviously, you want to see what I'm working with. Most of you probably know, but yeah, we'll go. You know, we'll just do star by star. We'll start at the bottom. We'll go through the lower ones really quick. Just put it on owned. So 1 stars, yep, got them all maxed. So that's cool. 2 stars, majority of them are maxed. I do have some of the exclusive ones that we've been offered over time. It's just kind of these last couple rows here that aren't maxed. I used to focus on maxing those, but not as much anymore. 3 stars, same kind of thing. I have a decent amount of these that are maxed out. I don't know the exact number. I didn't count it up. But only nowadays when I take up a 3-star, it's if there's some certain kind of challenge we need to do. Like when there was, we had to do a certain amount of fights with Shang-Chi. I don't have him. Actually, I think I have him as a 4-star now. But at the time, we were given the 3-star. Yeah, and so just don't really take up anyone else there. 4 stars, same kind of thing. Don't really take up any 4 stars unless there's some kind of challenge I need to do. Yeah, I think maybe I took the 4-star up as well. I don't even remember doing it, but I did. So yeah, that's the 4 stars. Now into the more exciting ones, the 5 stars. And when we get to the spreadsheet, I'll break down exactly like how many of all these I have. I'm not going to do that right now. But 5 stars here. In terms of 5 stars that I use still pretty frequently are Captain Marvel. I still use my 5-star until I get my 6-star Awakened. I won't be using her, so I always use my 5-star all the time. I guess Sunspot sees some play here and there. Guillotine, Guardian, Aegon, of course. Archangel used to get a lot of screen time until I got the 6-star. Omega Red, I still use him because again, my 6-star one's not awakened. Same thing with Professor X. I have the 6-star, but he's not awakened and not leveled up or anything. Ghost, I use my 6-star now. CGR, I use my 6-star now. Nick Fury, definitely I use him all the time, so he's definitely one I use a lot. Same with Quake. My 5-star Namor is haven't started using. He's newer to my account, but I will use him more eventually, I believe. Human Torch, I use him quite frequently. Magic, obviously, you can only get her as a 5-star. Same with Hyperion down here. Wolverine, I do have the 5-star version of Wolverine. Got him in the very last chance of a featured crystal when he was in the featured pool. So that was pretty sweet. Venom I use in Alliance Quest. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with the 5-star roster. It's pretty good. I don't have a crazy amount of maxed out ones as some of you may think I do. I mean, this still is probably a decent amount to some of you out there, but in terms of the end game people, like the high Alliance people, I don't have as nearly as many as the maxed out. Like the people, especially the people that grind Arena, they have way more than me. In terms of 5 stars right now that I want to rank up, I don't actually think I really have anybody that's on my radar. It was going to be Abomination until I pulled the 6-star, second moments after I pulled the 5-star version, so I'd say that was kind of about it. So then moving on over to the 6-star roster, and this is when it gets real juicy. Oh man, this is the fun part of the game right now. Is playing with rank 3 6-stars. It's just, you get their full potential. Well, I guess their full potential as of now once we get rank 4s, obviously. But we've got ourselves the Doctor Doom. Pulled him on Cyber Weekend last year. From the Odin deal, they gave the Mystic, or the 6-star Nexus class selectors. I went with Mystic, pulled Doctor Doom, decided to go for Mystic again to try to dupe him, and I did. So yeah, that was pretty sick. Took him to rank 3, max sigged him, so that was pretty epic. Silver Surfer only recently took him up for Prestige, obviously, but I have started to play with him here and there. I think I use him in the event quest a little bit, so yeah, he's a fun champion. I don't mind the rank up. Corvus, obviously, Corvus does what Corvus does. He's a beast. Captain America was my first rank 3 champion. I used my generic gem from my 100% Abyss Exploration. I also got him from the Science class Nexus that I selected from Abyss. So got him there, used the Awakening Gem, took him to rank 3, took him to max sig instantly. I went from I still don't even have him as a 5-star actually. So this was over a year ago now when I did Abyss. Didn't have him as a 5-star, pulled him as a 6-star, went straight to rank 3. And yeah, he has been one of my absolute favorite champions. I use him almost on a daily basis, especially today, especially recently with the side quests where you get the bonus points doing those if you use Cap Infinity War. But yeah, I use him whenever I can. I have zero regrets of doing all that with him. Ghost, another one that recently got taken up to rank 3. Absolutely love her. Archangel, just such a beast. Can't wait to get more into Act 7 and see this guy just absolutely shred through people in there. Warlock, I mean, at this point, I feel like I'm just almost saying the same thing about all these champions. Obviously, my roster is super stacked here at the top. I've got some of the best, and I can't complain. I'm at a point in the game where there's really no one out there, like champion-wise, that I'm seeking out that I really like. Oh, I need to get this champion. I need this champion. Like, obviously, there's champions I'd love to get as a 6-star that I already have as a 5-star, like Nick Fury or something like that. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm pretty set with what I've got at the moment. I don't really have any excuse other than being lazy to not take on endgame content at this point. Silver Centurion, I just want to note, he is only rank 2, and his power rating, or his combat power there, is above Apocalypse, Killmonger, and Magneto, who are all at rank 3. So yeah, that's kind of odd. And then we got a good amount of rank 2 champions down here as well. Abomination might be my next champ that goes to rank 3, because as I was saying earlier, I have the 3 Science T5 CCs, and now I'm getting problems connecting to the network, of course. I was just trying to show, there we go. I do have a 2 to 3 Science rank up gem, so I don't even have to use those on him. So that means it leaves the door open to take up a couple other Science champs as well. And yeah, so I've got some good ones down here that I want to take up. Professor X, I've been really enjoying him and trying to figure out his playstyle in the last month or so. So having a lot of fun with him. one of my probably biggest flex champions, I guess you could say. A lot of people have, their weapon flex, their weapon X they get from the Legends runs, but I have gold pool, which honestly, like, I don't know how many people. I'd be interested to see if Kabam could give out a stat of how many people actually own this guy as a 6-star. I don't know what's more, that or how many people that have weapon X. I'd be interested to know that number, because I think it's a pretty big flex. Obviously, he's not a champion that's helping me in any way other than I do get to use him for the Nick Fury synergy, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Aegon, obviously, if I could get him awakened, I'd potentially take him up. But at the same time, it's like my 5 stars already maxed, so what benefit would I be getting? Let's see, who else down here? If I can get my Omega awakened, that would be sweet. Hulkbuster, since his buff, guess he's pretty good, but I don't really want to take him up. Storm Pyramid X is one that I'd be interested in seeing what she's like ranked up higher, but at the same time, it's like there's so many other mutants right now that are above her, in my opinion, that I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can make it worth my while. And then we got Human Torch and She-Hulk down here, the only other two at the moment that I'm looking at taking up. Just the problem is ISO right now. I don't have the ISO, especially because I use all of my recent science ISO, taking up iBomb to rank 2 and then Spider-Ham to rank 2 as well. So yeah, like I said, my 6-star roster, it's really stacked at the top. Silver Centurion, I talked about it earlier, but I just took him up to rank 2. Having a lot of fun with him actually now that he's awakened, trying to learn him and figure him out. So pretty fun rank up there that I just decided to do out of the blue for just fun. So yeah, that's where we're at with that, and I'll be taking up some more to rank 3 soon, hopefully. But yeah, not sure who all those will be other than iBomb. Got to make that decision, of course. So then moving forward, quickly go through, because I didn't want this video to be super long, but I like to talk sometimes, and it just happens. I just want to hang out and talk to you guys about my account and look through it all and just have a good time. So then let's see. Obviously the act content, act 1 or book 1, we have everything done here. Took me quite a long time to finish act 6, a lot just because I never really rush into endgame content, like, well, at least when in terms of act 6, act 7 now. I never really jumped in. I took a long time to do a Labyrinth. Took a long time to do Abyss. I just like to wait. I always think like, I could do it now and it'll be a lot of units and everything, or I can wait a little bit longer, let my account grow and get stronger, and then it might be a little bit easier, which sometimes works out. Sometimes I still fail a lot, but hey, that's how the game goes. And then over on to Act 7, we have only done an initial clear of Chapter 1 as well as an initial clear of Chapter 2. So we're going to start doing more of this Act 7, possibly even starting later tonight, assuming I post this today. I may post this tomorrow, today being Friday the 30th. I might be posting this the 31st, so if that's the case, I already did that stream, and maybe I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I do want to do more of Act 7 as well, I'm trying to say, because I do have a lot. Well, I only have 2,000 units right now, but I have 2.1 million battle chips. I'm going to open up all of those battle chip crystals from the Thronebreaker ones and hopefully get a bunch of units so that we can do some content. And Alliance War season is going to start here in less than a week, so I'd like to at least chip away somewhat. So look forward to some Act 7 streams, like I said, either yesterday, later today. Hopefully I can get around to doing that. Then moving away from Act content, we have event quests. Obviously I do the quests every month. We have Summer of Pain going on at the moment, which I'll show you. I am at 19, so I'm at the max right now. I haven't missed any of them yet. Haven't been 100% solos on everything. I've had a good amount of them solos. I think the only ones that I've had to use revives on, it was no more than like 2 or 3 revives, so been pretty manageable. It just takes some time to figure out the fights mainly. I love that they're free. You know, it doesn't cost any energy. It's not like you only get one attempt every day or something like that. You can try it over and over again as many times as you want. So very, very fun event that has some absolutely ridiculous rewards. So if you can, push as high as you can in that Summer of Pain. Karate Mike puts out a video so far every week breaking down the best options for it, and it's very, very good and insightful. He knows his stuff, so I'd encourage you to watch that. Go check his channel out if you are having trouble with Summer of Pain, as well as, you know, MSD post stuff, Sueda. So many people are posting stuff about Summer of Pain. So I haven't been. I'm like, I'm not finding anything that these people aren't already. So why clog the video, your guys' YouTube feed with videos of the same champions doing it? So they're doing it just fine. Oh, another one too, Happy McMuffins. Not a lot of people know about him, I don't think, but he was in Summer, what was it, the Summer Showdown last year, I believe. And he posts some good ones every week as well. Then we have ourselves incursions. Don't really touch incursions very often. Special quests, all of these are done. Abyss of Legends mainly being the big titan there of content. So yeah, that was a fun one. All the streams are on the channel. If you want to go back and watch those, you can go ahead and find those. Back issues, we have 7 of these now, and I have 100%ed all of these. That is something, these have been kind of the only kind of content that I tend to finish pretty shortly after release. I think it was variant 6. Yeah, variant 6 I think was the one I decided to 100% like day one. It's like the only time I've ever done that with any kind of content, I think. And yeah, that was kind of fun. And then variant 7 took me a little while to do. It just kind of slacked, but I think it did in like the first month. So yeah, variant, very fun addition that they've added into the game. I would assume we're getting another one of those soon. I don't think they've announced anything, but yeah, they probably will be. I would think. It's been a little while. So yeah, let's see, anything else here. Arenas, I mean, nothing really to show in arenas, but yep, grinding both of those. It's kind of fun with my roster where I'm at for 6 stars. I can literally run all of my 6 stars twice and be at the 12 million milestone, and I don't even need to play arena on the 3rd day. So yeah, that's pretty nice now. I just have to do 2 sessions of grinding my 6 stars and I'm good to go. So that's kind of nice to have, when back in the day it would take the full 3 days to get there. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. Trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing, guys. I don't think there is. So if that's the case, I do have the Summoner Sigil. I guess that's one thing I didn't mention, so you probably saw that though. I guess that brings us to the spreadsheet now. So let's go ahead, hop on over here. So yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So I went back a long time ago. You can see here the last time I did one of these progression videos, or at least where I used this particular spreadsheet, was November of 2016 or 2018. Gosh, I can't read. November of 2018. So that's almost 3 years ago. I used to keep track. I'd have my subscriber count. I was at just under 7,000. And then now I'm up to 13.8. We got these MCOC swag bags. For those of you who don't know, I am in the content creator program. I know I don't post videos from the CCP, but I am part of it, and it's something I do need to participate in more of, so I am slacking on that. But they did send us once, they sent out a swag bag doing a little promotional thing for, I think it was the Ant-Man and the Wasp event, when Wasp and Ghost were being added to the game. They sent out all the content creators a little swag bag, literal little swag bag. So this little mini Marvel Contest of Champions bag, and it came with a couple fun things in it. My favorite thing being this little actual crystal, MCOC crystal. So that is pretty cool. And then they gave us 2 other little things in here. At least I think this is all we got. I don't remember. It's all I still have. If there's anything else, I don't remember. We got a tiny little Marvel, it says Marvel, it's the Marvel Contest Champions logo if you can't see it. It's not focusing. And then a little coin here that has, again, the Marvel Contest Champions logo on that side, and then it's a picture of the collector on this side. So that was a fun little promo thing they did once upon a time, and I was thinking it was going to be something they'd maybe do more of, so I started actually keeping track of it on here. Well, they haven't sent us anything else ever again, so hey, kabam! You want to send us some more swag bags? That'd be pretty cool. I like this stuff, especially more of these. I like maybe a featured 6-star crystal or something would be cool. So yeah, moving on as well. You can see, so my first ever video I did. This is where we were at though. I was level 51 when I started my channel. Had 125 total champions. Now I have 782. Just under 100,000 hero rating. I was 9 months into the game at this point. So still obviously very, very new to the game. Hadn't even really done much of Act 4. And this is where I was saying earlier, it's just kind of fun to look back at all the stuff that I used to track. I would like keep track of all of my 3-star champions and who's max and who's max sig, all my 4-star champions down here. And you can just see along the months here. So it's 10 months in, 11 months. We used to almost do these updates monthly because back then, you know, your progression could go so much in just a short period of time. I mean, it still kind of can, I guess, but it's a little bit harder to do it. And down here, you can see the 5-stars. I only had 2 of them, and one of them was Iron Man. He was my first ever 5-star, and I took him straight up to rank 2, and that was obviously a rookie mistake. I didn't know any better. I was like, oh, my first 6-star. Took him to rank 2. Then you can see here, we get February 2017, then April 2017. Those of you who know, this right here was right after the 12.0 nerf apocalypse, whatever you want to call it. When 12.0 dropped in, they nerfed some of the best champions in the game. So my rank 2 5-stars went from 1 back down to 0 because I realized at that point that ranking up Iron Man was a terrible decision. Yeah, I only had 2 5-stars at rank 2 almost 2 years into the game. This was at 20 months. Pretty crazy that it took that long, like progression wise. Like thinking back now, it's like I could take 3 champions up right now and not be even phased if I had the ISO. So it's just so crazy. And all the 4-stars you can see here. It was exciting to get all these max sig 5-star or 4-stars. I kept track of all of the act content on here, which, you know, now I could keep going on it, but I'm not going to add all that. I just wanted to show highlight the main important things, like total champions now 782. I'm over 2 million rating. My total PvP wins have basically doubled, which honestly isn't that impressive in 3 years. I feel like it probably should have been a lot higher, but I've taken lots of breaks here and there from Arena. So yeah, but total 5-stars, this is where it gets crazy. I am at 156 now compared to 46 back then. 32 of them are at rank 5. So I have 32 5-star rank 5 champions. And then 6-stars, I had 3 back in July of 2018. Now I have 105. 11 of those are rank 2, 10 of those are at rank 3. So again, I don't have the most amount of rank 3, rank 2 champions, but it's enough for me to get most of whatever I need done, as well as, like I said earlier, do 2 runs through the arena, and I'm done. So yeah, that's where we're at. At the bottom here, I'll quickly show, I used to also keep track individually max sig wise. This is very Brian Grant inspired. I found someone put a template on Reddit way back in the day saying, based off of his saying, hey, if you want to make your own, here you go. So I started doing it, started keeping track of everything because it was kind of fun. You could see how close you were, really made it easy when using sig stones on who you need to rank up. But over time, I just kind of slacked off and forgot. Like, this hasn't been updated since probably 2019. I think I did come back and update this at one point, or at least for the 5-star one. You could probably look through and find who the newest champion is on this list, but I'm not going to do that because at this point I'm so behind. I'd have to add a lot more new characters and change so much. I don't even have a section to keep track of my 6-stars because that'd be more exciting than any of this, the 5-star ones. But I would be interested to know how many max sig 5-stars I have. I'm not totally sure. But maybe I'll count that up at some point. So yeah, that is something we used to keep track of a lot, and it was fun, but it just got too tiring for me to keep up on it. So I stopped doing that. and as well as the progression. But I thought it'd be fun to at least bring it back for this video and show you guys. And I know this video has been going on very long at this point. I put my Captain America there as well, just because he's one of my favorite champions, and I figure since it's an account overview of my account, Captain, I put a captain there. It made sense. But anyways, that's it, guys. If there's anything I missed that you would like to know about my account, go ahead and let me know, and I will try to answer your questions down in the comments below. Let me know, guys, is my account better or worse than you expected? Kind of be interested to hear what you guys think. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope to see you in a live stream soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.